Hello everyone, Meistrang here, and let's see, we got our win streak that's, almost half of what what my record is. Alright, what does the Jester think of these guys? There are two evils among them. I don't believe that, but we'll have to, we'll have to get more information. Okay, okay, so we have two outcasts. We know that 6 is not the Wretch, because the Lilith thinks that the Wretch is evil, and thus would prioritize other characters over her. Okay, anyway, what if these are both evil? Well, then this bishop is truthful, and then the bard and number 9 are, there's an outcast and a villager among them. Well, okay, what if this dreamer is truthful? Well, this bishop could be evil or could be truthful. Okay. Yeah, so 4 and 8 are minions, according to the dreamer. 1, 2, and 4 contain 2 evils. Let's see if the Jester says the same thing again. Okay, so 1 or 0 of these guys is evil. And we know the Jester's not truthful. Alright, is this Jester corrupted? No. The Jester could have been corrupted if number 6 was the Plague Doctor. But in that case, I just have to eat it. So this bishop has to be truthful. Okay, is this a Lilith? Goodbye, Dreamer. Okay, so the Hunter is claiming the Judge is evil. There is no corruption at all. We know that, yeah, there are no other outcasts. Oh, that means it's safe to kill the Knight. I think I could just test the Judge. Judge is truthful. Hunter's not truthful. Lover's not truthful. And we're out of here. Is it possible that this Plague Doctor, that this alchemist cured 2 corruptions? That would be very surprising. Okay. Yeah, if this Plague Doctor was fake, then, well, then 2 would not be corrupted. If this Plague Doctor was fake, then 2 would not be corrupted, which means 2 is evil. And then I just killed 2 and 7. Okay, good talk. So that is a real, Plague Doctor. Oracle is truthful. Okay, I've identified 3 people who are... Well, I guess I've identified 2 people who are not outcasts, so I can very easily test the Druid. Alright, is that a poisoner? Yes. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I guess there's only 1 corrupted character since the... Well, no, that's not true. There could have been a drunk, but I should still have killed anybody who is corrupted, or who is lying. Okay. Now what? We know this Hunter is not telling the truth. Alright, is the Hunter corrupted? Nope. Alright, Plague Doctor dies now. Alright, the Enlightened is lying. Yeah, there's no corruption other than that generated by the puka, so this person cannot be corrupted. And this judge... Wait a second. Oh yeah, this judge has to be the puppet. I was like, oh, there are only 3 evils, because I'm used to puppeteer rounds having 4 evils. Okay. There are 2 empresses, which means there could be a doppelganger. I think 2 is probably not evil. Oh, okay, so if 2 is evil... Wait, no, if 2... Yeah, if 2 is evil, well then these 2 empresses are telling the truth, which means there's a doppelganger, and then I can kill the bombardier. Because there's only one outcast, and it would be the doppelganger. So it's perfectly safe to kill that lover. I could have had the Slayer try to do it. Empress is truthful. Oh, this means the bombardier is not evil, which means the other Empress is evil. Okay, so we flip everyone. There's no Lilith and there's no Witch, so I don't have to think about the flip order at all. This bombardier is real because there are no outcasts that disguise themselves. There's also no corruption, so this should be like not a difficult round. The jester's lying. Wait, what? Oh, there's a puppet. Yeah, we know the knight's not evil. We know the bombardier's not evil. So the alchemist is the puppet. Oops, kind of forgot about that. Although it is kind of hard to... let's get this judge out of here. Oh, the puppeteer's over there. It can be very difficult to prevent the puppet from causing a bad kill. Alright, well... You know what? I don't know, let's test 9 and 10. Neither of them are evil, according to this fortune teller. Okay. What do we have? We have a drunk or a wretch. Well, okay, let's test these judges on the confessor. These are both lying. Alright, well, goodbye one of them, and goodbye the other one. Well, I'm glad that I killed the Lilith, because if I killed the drunk and then got another hit from the Lilith, I would be down to 4 health. And let's see. Oh yeah, is there a drunk among these guys? Yes. Is 9 or 10 evil? False. Okay, 9 is evil. Wait, what? She said false. Not true. Okay, that was stupid. It was just careless. Whatever. I'm so glad I killed the Lilith then. Alright, one of the scouts is evil. Alright, this is the evil one. I guess they could both be evil. Well, one of these is evil and the other one's not. Well, I guess... I don't know, I would have been... Well, no, I was going to say I would have been put into a 50-50 situation with the puppet. But that's actually not true. Because if the Slayer was the puppet, then the Witch would actually be 2 cards away from the closest. Okay. That's 2 bombardiers. And I don't have... Okay, so the only thing I have to distinguish them is the enlightened. There's no... Alright, is this a cabbage? Yes. There's no source of corruption here since there's no plague doctor. Alright. So, the lover and the lover with an extra step, those are the two, I mean, those are accusing each other of being evil. Yeah, so one of these is evil. One of these is evil. Which means, yeah, everyone else has to be telling the truth. So this enlightened is telling the truth. Closest evil is equidistant. The closest one counterclockwise is 2 spaces away, so the closer one clockwise has to be 2 spaces away. Awesome. And I think it doesn't matter which of these I kill first. Okay. The baker chain stopped at 5, which could mean that 5 is corrupted. Actually, that has to be what that means, because there's no way that the baker would have not hit a single person. We know that 3 is evil, because if 3 was corrupted, there would have to be a puka next to her, due to there being no drunk. Oh, this person said I was a baker. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, it's important to read the cards, I guess. Okay, well, this baker is lying. We definitely have a doppelganger. And we have 2 empresses. Other than that, judge, baker... Well, this baker is fake, and there's actually no corruption, so get out of here. Judge, enlightened, lover... Oh, we have 2 enlightens. Although this enlightened is not telling the truth. Oh, that was easy. Alright. Well, I should have had these 2 slayers kill each other. 6 or 9 is a puppet. Alright. I should have tried to have Lilith kill number 6. Anyway, there's no corruption, so okay. Poe was telling the truth. And what is this guy? A knight. Okay. So anyone else who is telling the truth cannot be evil. Alright, 1, 4, and 9 are all villagers. Unsurprisingly. Cool. Alright, another puka round. Okay, we have a dizzy confessor. We have a truthful bishop. We have a truthful poet. The empress also has to be truthful. Closest evil is equidistant. That is nonsense. Because there's only one evil. I guess if there was a board where the evil could be directly across from the yeah, if the evil could be directly across from the enlightened, that could be possible, but we knew that that wasn't the case. Okay, who do I think is the most likely to be evil? Like, I might as well use the dreamer ability while I have it. Alright, so we have... Well, we potentially have a drunk or a real bombardier under door number 9. Let's see if... Okay, so that druid could be a Lil... Oh, I can't even flip the card. Okay, well, is there a bombardier here? Okay, probably. Both sides are equally evil. I feel like that's probably true. Okay, actually, what if these guys are evil? Okay, that's possible. Yep, evils are not adjacent. Both sides are equally evil, and the dreamer was just making something up because 4 is not evil. Okay, what if they're good? Okay, what if this knitter is evil? Then it's these 2, and this architect I guess would have to be the drunk. Well, okay, what if these are both good, and then it's something like that? Yeah, we just don't have enough information to go on. I feel like the most suspicious character here is the Dreamer, or it's the Slayer. Yeah, because if it's these guys, then that all of this checks out. And if it's not these guys, it could be these guys, and then this is the drunk. Okay. And if it's not these guys, well, if it's not the knitter, it could still be the bombardier. Then what? I guess it could be like 6, 8, or something like that. Let's kill the architect. Okay, the architect is truthful. If this knitter was evil, then it would have to be like this, in which case the architect is not telling the truth, so the knitter is good. Well, what if the knitter is corrupted? Wait, actually, was it possible for these two to be evil? I don't know. If these two are evil, well, both sides are not equally evil. These are good, this is good, possibly. I feel like this isn't solvable. Well, okay. We failed to solve it, but we got lucky. Are you kidding me? I think there's no chance of me being able to solve this. Yeah, because both the gem crafters are lying, and one of them is the drunk, and if I kill the drunk, then I lose. Well, the Dreamer said Lilith for number 8, so I think that makes it more likely. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, because if I pointed at the drunk, there would be a 50-50 chance of the Dreamer saying Lilith. Yeah, that was pretty sloppy, but we got lucky. Okay. We only have one outcast. I'm curious if the baker is corrupted. Great, the plague doctor is accusing the bombardier. Who would have thought? Yeah, I was wondering if the baker was corrupted. I feel like the baker probably is corrupted. Well, okay, what if the baker's evil? Well, then 9 is the baker, the last baker. And yeah, the plague doctor's evil. Oracle's telling the truth. Architect is not telling the truth. And yeah, there can't be anybody who's corrupted. Let's have the Slayer kill the Bombardier. Nope. Well, that makes me... Well, okay. Yeah, so these are the 3 evils if the Baker is evil. Okay. What if the Plague Doctor is good and the Bombardier is evil? 6 is corrupted. Well, we know that both sides... Oh, wait, no, this card's just flipped. This card's just face down. Right, okay. If this is good, this is evil, then the Slayer is either evil or corrupted. Actually, no, the Slayer has to be evil because the Baker is corrupted. And Yeah, so it's either both of It's either both of these, or it's the three of these. Actually, okay, so it's either the three of these, well, or both of these could be fake. But yeah, if it's both of these, and this architect is not evil, then it would have to be 9. Wait a second. Well, okay, I'm just gonna kill this architect. Alright, cool. Yeah, because it looked like it was, like in the case where this architect was good, I think I had a solve. Anyway, we don't know about the Oracle. Yeah. If the Plague Doctor is evil, then so is the Baker. If the Plague Doctor is not evil, then the Baker's corrupted. The Bombardier's corrupted, and the Slayer's corrupted. Or evil and evil. So I think I'm going to kill the Slayer. Slayer's corrupted. What a freaking bother. Oh. I forgot about the Poisoner. Yo, what if the Bombardier is a Poisoner? Okay. Dreamer thinks that 4 could be a Poisoner. What if the Dreamer is lying? Okay, suppose the Dreamer is lying. Well, then we don't actually know if the Bombardier is evil. Okay, suppose the Bombardier is evil. Then I guess the Bombardier would have to be the Poisoner. I feel like the Bombardier... Well, okay. I feel like this Baker isn't evil. Which means the Plague Doctor isn't evil either. Okay, Dreamer's truthful. Okay, so either 6 or 9 is evil, and there's nothing I can do to prevent it from being a 50-50. That is not great. I'm gonna trust the Oracle on this one. Yes, I got it. Okay. Alright, so we have 2 outcasts. I could have a doppelganger pair. Okay, Scout, Poet, Confessor, Knight, Gemcrafter. Those are all different. So if I have a doppelganger pair, then that means... I was going to say it means 7's a poisoner, but it could be that one of them is the doppelganger and telling the truth, and the other one is corrupted. So it could be 2, or it could be 7. Okay. What does the Plague Doctor think about this Confessor? Okay. Well, 4 is not good. The Plague Doctor is good. We don't know if 8 was corrupted by the Plague Doctor, or if 8 was corrupted by the Poisoner. Let's see. So if this Oracle is corrupted, and this Oracle is truthful, then that means 5 has to be the Poisoner, which is impossible. What if these are both wrong? One of them's corrupted and the other one's evil. Then 5 and 7 are good, and so is 2. Ugh. How likely is it that the knight is corrupted? I feel like it's pretty unlikely. Oh, 2, 5, and 6. Yeah, this poet is definitely not telling the truth. So 2, 5, and 6 have to all be villagers. Which means 2 and 7 have to be good. Yeah, so this oracle is just corrupted. Yeah. Because 2, 5, and 6 are all villagers. This oracle cannot be an outcast. So this oracle is good. Okay, we can't have duplicates because we don't have a doppelganger. Alright, that was... Yeah, that was close. Alright, do we have an evil wretch? Nope. Yeah, fortune teller's lying, but I can keep her around. Because I don't actually care about the health damage inflicted by the Lilith. Alright, now I guess I kill her. One evil adjacent. Well, I guess it's that one. Because the judge always... Yeah, judge thinks that the wretch is truthful, even though they're evil. Okay. Alright, we have 2 jesters. One of them has to be evil, and the other one is probably not evil. Jester thinks that there's 0 evils among those 3. Which is, of course, a ridiculous statement, which is why I killed him. Oh, Oracle's truthful. 6 is good as well. Since both they can't, the 2 Oracle targets can't both be evil. The hunter and the lover are accusing each other. Okay. Alright. We have fake baker. Hunter's truthful. Empress is truthful. 2 and 4 are not evil, so that leaves the enlightened. Okay. Alchemist is truthful. Yep. There's no puppet, so anyone who's truthful has to be good. Alright, 5 is saying that 7 is good. The Empress is saying that either the bombardier or the hunter is evil. 2, 4, 8. Alright, I don't need all these marks. Okay. Well, let's do some testing. Well, not testing. I don't know. Let's just try to puzzle some stuff out. Okay, what if this bombardier is a twin minion? This oracle's truthful. This bishop is good, but possibly corrupted. Empress is truthful. And then there's no space for the puka. Yeah, because, yeah, oracle's truthful. Bishop is good. Empress is truthful. Yeah, and then either way, too many people are getting corrupted that can't be corrupted here. So this bombardier has to be good. Okay, what if this oracle is truthful and 7 is the twin minion? Then this gem crafter is wrong. Actually, Okay, suppose this oracle is lying. And then the bishop has to be good, and the oracle would have to be the twin minion, since the oracle cannot be the puka, and... No, wait, what if the oracle is the puka? 2, 4, and 8. Yeah, the bishop would be corrupted, so 8 would have to be a villager. Yeah, so it's actually impossible for the oracle to be the puka. But what if the oracle's the twin minion? Well, then we know the bishop is good, but arguable whether she's truthful or not. The gem crafter is truthful, and the only person yeah, it's impossible for the puka to exist anywhere on this map. So yeah, the oracle has to be good. Could the oracle be lying? Well then, the bishop would have to be the puka, so that's impossible. Oh, the oracle can't be corrupted because the alchemist would have cured her. Huh. Okay. So the hunter could actually be the puka because... No, wait. No, cured 0 corruption, so the poet was never targeted by a puka. That actually means that the puka has to be number 6, because if anybody else was a puka, they would be in range of the alchemist who would cure somebody. Okay. I guess that wasn't entirely true, because the puka could be, like, number 5, for example, and then number 4 could be the twin minion. Oh, yeah, the oracle is truthful, for the reasons I mentioned. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Judge is truthful. Ugh, I can't reveal the last card. What a bother. Okay, so one of those hunters can't be truthful. They can't both be truthful anyway. Oracle is accusing the hunter. Yeah, so I guess 5 is the witch. And possibly this hunter is truthful. Let's see what the druid says about whether there's an outcast or not. Okay, druid's truthful. Hunter is not truthful. Okay. Drunk fortune teller, cool. Okay, well, one of these plague doctors is gonna lie about this alchemist. Yeah, there's only one person who could be cured, since the drunk cannot be cured. Well, let's have one plague doctor click on the other. Okay, this plague doctor is truthful, that plague doctor is not. Yeah, so we have 3 outcasts, which have to be a doppelganger and drunk. Yeah. Okay, given that there has to be a doppelganger, there can't be a bombardier or a wretch, which means the 3 outcasts have to be plague doctor, drunk, and doppelganger. So I believe the alchemist... Yeah, this alchemist should be corrupted then, because the other alchemist is a doppelganger. Let's see what this fake plague doctor says about number 6. He will say that 6 is corrupted. I was hoping he would point at somebody else and call them evil, because then I would know that I would know somebody who is not evil. Okay. If this architect is telling the truth, then the slayer has to be evil, but then the medium is lying. So, let's see. Yeah, so what I was thinking was architect is truthful, then slayer is evil, and that means this medium is evil as well. So that's impossible, and then that means that the architect can't be truthful. Oh, the architect is the drunk. Okay, fine. Wait a second. Yeah, this alchemist cannot be the drunk. Oh, the Slayer is the drunk and the medium is evil. Wait, I'm so confused. Okay, number one is not a real Slayer. Oh, the thing I missed before was that the, What? I'm so confused. This doppelganger did not cure 2 corruptions. Yeah, within range 2, there aren't even 2 people that he could cure. Alright, well. Sucks to suck. No corrupted characters. Well, that's for sure true. Alright, well, this baker's truthful. This druid is not truthful. And this druid probably is truthful. Yep. Oh, that's not a cabbage. Goodbye. You were a baker. Well, yeah, there's no downside to... Well, I don't know. Alright, is this corrupted? Nope. Is this guy corrupted? I feel like he might be. It's not a very useful thing to say. I'm just gonna kill him. Nice. Who got corrupted? Oh, the bishop. Sure. Alright, so at this point, we definitely have a doppelganger, so these two are good. One of them could be corrupted. Let's see what this druid says. Druid is a big stinky liar. Okay. It's possible that the judge is evil. Well, let's see what this fortune teller says. Fortune teller says that 1 is not evil. I know these 2 people, 4 and 5, have to be truthful, since the puka has to be in range of 1. Alright. Goodbye, that poor unfortunate poet. Alright, these guys are good. 2 pairs of evil, I find that suspicious, but not much I can do about it right now. I mean, I could just kill the person. Okay. This knitter could be Lilith. Okay, so if this knitter is actually Lilith, then it has to be 3 evils in a row. No, wait, that's... What am I talking about? That's exactly what is not the case. Okay, so if she's evil, then... I guess that doesn't really tell us a whole lot. This bard senses that 4 is corrupted, because 10 cannot be corrupted due to being next to an alchemist, next to a truthful alchemist. This bard is accusing 4 of being corrupted. Alright, what if this knitter is truthful? Well, then the scout is truthful. This bard would be lying. I don't know, it looks something like this, I guess. With... Actually, that's not possible. Yeah, so if they're 2 pairs of evil, it could look something like this. But the Empress would be telling the truth, even though she's evil. Or it could be 6, 7, and 8. and the Empress's 3 targets can't contain 2 evils. So it's actually impossible for this knitter to be truthful. Alright. And she could have been corrupted, and if she was, then I kill the bard. Okay. Now what? Maybe I just let one more, Oh, that's a Lilith. Disguised as a dreamer. Okay, sure. Oh, and the demon never disguises as somebody who already exists. Nice. Well, I was going to call it here, but then I just autopiloted and kept playing. Okay. No evils adjacent. That is false. 4 is not a real lover. There's no corruption here, so I can just safely kill anybody who's lying. Alright, well, that's where I'm going to call it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.